two names, two legends, and only one of them can sit at the top. John Wayne, the all-American cowboy who carried an entire genre on his back for over 4 decades. Clint Eastwood, the stone-cold stranger who showed up, said almost nothing, and made the West feel dangerous again. Today, we're breaking this down the only way that matters. Guns, tactics, one-liners, iconic moments, and one final verdict. You might not like where this ends. John Wayne dominated Hollywood westerns from the 1930s all the way through the 1970s. Over 80 western films. 80. His persona was pure American mythology. Big, loud, brave, righteous, strong, moral, unshakable. But that version of the West wasn't real. Then Clint Eastwood arrived in the early 1960s and quietly burned the whole playbook. His Man with No Name and Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy wasn't a hero. He was a mercenary. No badge, no speeches. He helped people when it suited him. He was unpredictable, dangerous, and terrifyingly calm. Wayne made you believe in heroes. Eastwood made you question them. Let's talk about hardware, because the guns these men carried said everything about who they were. John Wayne's weapon of choice, the Colt single-action army, the Peacemaker, the most iconic revolver in American history. 45 long Colt, 6 shots. He carried it through Stagecoach, Rio Bravo, True Grit, film after film. Paired with the Winchester Model 1873, the rifle that won the West. 44 caliber lever action. Wayne could flip that rifle one-handed to chamber a round. That spincock became his signature move. Theatrical? Yes. Cool? Absolutely. Clint Eastwood carried the Colt 1851 Navy. Pre-Civil War, 36 caliber cap and ball. A fistful of dollars for a few dollars more. His draw was slower and more deliberate than Wayne's, and that's exactly what made it feel real. Every shot mattered. Then there's the Mare's Leg, a sawed-off lever-action rifle pistol, a modified Winchester built specifically for rawhide, not a production firearm, just a weapon that looked absolutely devastating. Wayne's guns were American legend. Eastwood's guns were surgical instruments. This is where both men made history. And this is where the gap starts to show. John Wayne first. Fill your hands, you son of a bitch. Rooster Cogburn. True Grit, 1969. One eye, reins in his teeth, charging 4-armed men alone on horseback. That's the line. That's the whole movie in 6 words. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Hondo, 1953, became a cliche because it's just true. Wayne lived it in every role. Out here, due process is a bullet. In Old California, 1942, dark for Wayne, shows the moral edge that was always lurking underneath the heroism. Never apologize, mister. It's a sign of weakness. She wore a yellow ribbon, 1949. His real-life philosophy leaked into every character he ever played. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. John Wayne, off-screen, not a film line, just the man himself, said more about Wayne than any script could. Now, Clint Eastwood. You're right, he had more, and they hit harder. And here's why. You see, in this world there's 2 kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. You dig. Blondie. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. 1966. He says it calm, almost friendly, and it's a death sentence. That's the whole Eastwood formula right there. Go ahead, make my day. Harry Callahan. Sudden Impact. 1983. 4 words, gun already drawn, voice barely above a whisper. The quiet ones are always the most dangerous. Deserves got nothing to do with it. William Money, Unforgiven, 1992. The most chilling Western line ever written. A man who spent the whole film trying to be better and then says this and shoots. It ends the argument about redemption before it starts. Every day above ground is a good day. Josie Wales, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976. Sounds like a greeting card until you realize Josie Wales has buried everyone he ever loved. Then it hits different. Are you gonna pull those pistols or whistle Dixie? Josie Wales, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976. Pure Eastwood. A threat disguised as a question. Delivered like he's mildly inconvenienced. Dying ain't much of a living, boy. Josie Wales, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976. 3 films in a row. The Outlaw Josie Wales might be the most quotable Western ever made. And Eastwood is the reason why. Well, are you gonna do something, or are you just gonna stand there and bleed? Josie Wales, The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976. Said to a man who just shot him. Ice cold, the audience lost their minds. I've tried to live right, but I had guns in my hands too long. William Money, Unforgiven, 1992. And there it is, the whole tragedy of every Eastwood character in one sentence. A man who knows exactly what he is. Wayne gave you certainty. Eastwood gave you consequence. Winner one-liners, Eastwood. And it's not as close as I said last time. Let's get real. Who would actually survive a gunfight? Wayne stands in the open. He charges. He fires from the hip. Enemies conveniently miss at close range, while Wayne hits from impossible distances. It's operatic. It's mythology. In real life, standing in the open and firing from the hip gets you killed fast. Eastwood's characters use cover, timing, strategy. The man with no name wears a steel plate under his poncho in a fistful of dollars. That's not a movie gimmick. That's a man who plans ahead. In Unforgiven, William Money walks into a saloon full of armed men, drunk, broken, barely the shot he used to be, and systematically eliminates them using cover, movement, and controlled fire. That's not movie magic. That's tactical sequencing. Winner, realism, Eastwood. It's not close. John Wayne, True Grit, Rooster Cogburn. Reins in his teeth, rifle in one hand, revolver in the other. Screaming at 4 outlaws charging full speed. Mythology. Stagecoach, 1939. John Ford's famous introduction. Close up on Wayne's face, camera pushing in. One shot. A star was born. And an entire genre followed. The Shootist, 1976. His final film. Playing a dying gunfighter while dying of cancer in real life. Art imitating life in the most brutal way possible. A career ending exactly as it should. Clint Eastwood, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The 3-way standoff in the cemetery. 3 men, 1 bullet in the gun. No dialogue. Ennio Morricone's score building. Pure tension. Cinema at its absolute peak. Unforgiven, the bar scene. William Money walks in and Little Bill says, "I don't deserve this, to die like this." Wayne's hero would have answered him. Money just shoots again. A fistful of dollars. Eastwood walking out of the burning building in his poncho, alive because of a steel plate, facing down an entire family of outlaws, alone. The anti-hero reveal. The genre changed in that scene and never changed back. Wayne made legends. Eastwood made consequences. Here's the truth. John Wayne built the legend. Without Wayne, there's no Western myth for Eastwood to deconstruct. Wayne gave America its cowboy identity, the uncomplicated hero who always does right, even when it costs him everything. Clint Eastwood showed us what that legend was hiding. His characters were killers, mercenaries, broken men just trying to survive. He stripped the romance away and showed the dirt underneath. With guns that made sense, tactics that would actually work, and lines that stayed with you for the rest of your life. Best cowboy hero, John Wayne. Nobody did heroic mythology like Duke. Best gunfighter, Clint Eastwood. Tactically smarter, more realistic, and the most chilling lines in the history of the genre. King of the Western, Clint Eastwood. Wayne built the house. Eastwood burned it down, stood in the ashes, and built something that will last forever. Deserves got nothing to do with it, and it never did. John Wayne gave us a dream. Clint Eastwood gave us the truth. The best westerns and the best gunfighters do both. Drop it in the comments. Who do you think wins? And if you've never sat down with the good, the bad, and the ugly, or True Grit, fix that this weekend. Both of them. Subscribe. Hit the bell. I'll see you at sundown.